All right, guys, we're back with round one, Edison Format, Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got David Provonsil on the left playing Vayu Turbo versus Javier on the right, playing GBs. So these two are kind of regulars on the channel. Javi did take a long break, but he's back now. He's always played GBs. He's gotten second place 3 times with it. So he really wants to win with GBs. Even though someone already did finally win, unfortunately it wasn't him. But he's still hungry for that win. And Provonsil's won, I believe, twice on the channel, so he's trying to get his 3rd win. Alright, so it looks like Javi went first, activates Respite, and then sets a monster, sets a back row. So let's see who's going to win here. Who's going to win round 1? Oh, it looks like David's got track of the life points. So David with Allure. Ooh, his deck is... Okay, he fixed it. So I see he drew a Vayu off the Allure, so he might banish that depending on what else is in his hand. So he chooses to get rid of Necrogardna. Okay, so his hand's like MST, Trooper, Gale, Vayu, a D Prison, and another trap card. I think he's got double Vayu, maybe. Yeah, it looks like he's got double Vayu. MSTs, Javi's, 7 tools. The other day I got beat by that card. Shout out to Gabriel. He was playing in his Blackwing deck. I didn't see it coming. Oh, no, Hippo! Okay, good thing I'm keeping track of life because I think David didn't get it quite in the angle. So is he going to tag for a quest? So he tags in a quest because he's going to grab back the Respite. David milled Torrential. That's 1 card that Javi doesn't have to worry about anymore. And David sets 2. Let's see if Javi has the Heavy Storm. If he has it, this could be a quick game. He slammed that upstart. I thought he was slamming Heavy Storm. So anyway, 88, 8,000. Yeah, Javi kind of has a signature mat. He always plays on this JD Dark Arm mat. Nice mat. And here he returns Laquari in a quest to his deck. Draws 3. Yeah, early game Respite can be really good, but it's just mid to late game I don't want to draw it. So it's kind of like a high risk, high reward type of card. Alright, let's see. But it helps get all those. Another upstart. See, Javi's one of my close friends, and he and I agree on the upstarts. He plays upstart in almost every deck. And yeah, here comes the Heavy. Gets rid of Bottomless and D Prison. I mean, he drew a lot of cards. He drew 3 off of Respite, 2 off of Upstart, and now he tags out the quest for Sam Knight. So he's probably going to try to get a Chariot. He's probably going to try to get a Chariot off of... So he could summon a GB if he wants to. So he chooses just attack with Sam Knight. He takes 12. David takes 12, and now David draws off Trooper, and Javi's going to search the War Chariot, tags out Sam Knight. So what, is he going to quest him again? He's got a lot of cards in hand. But David still has a few cards. Just the Heavy was just devastating. Okay, so he gets a 2100 Laquari. Now, how many back rows will Javi set? Will he only set the Chariot? But most of the time with GBs, they set 2. Yeah, so I don't think he has anything to stop Heavy Storm. So he's probably got like a Chariot, maybe like a D Prison or a Bottomless or a Book of Moon. Those are... GB players tend to run triple Book of Moon. Okay, so Davis sets a back row, maybe a Raikou or a Hamster. Necro's Guard. Maybe he set the Vayu because we kind of saw a Vayu in his hand. Oh, Test Tiger again. He might get it. Okay, so he chooses Bestiari, gets rid of Mirror Force, Normal Summon, Geyseris, and pops Vayu. Tax day for 24. This game might... When GBs get rolling like this, man, it's hard to beat this deck. Alright, so here comes Ready Ari. He's going to quest him again. He can grab Laquari. Okay, so he chooses Laquari, Ready Ari. I don't know. I think Vayu kind of is... It's not a... This is kind of like... I feel like it's a slight favored in GBs, this matchup. Because I've lost to GBs when I've played Vayu. I've seen Los lose a couple of times to GBs with Vayu. So I would say it's probably maybe 60-40 in GBs favored. That's just my opinion. Okay, so David's going first this game. Set to monster, set to back row. It's not a horrible matchup, but I just think GBs are slightly favored. Okay, so I'll be summoning Sam Knight. Ooh, the Vayus. David's drawing all the Vayus, and Javi tags out the Sam Knight. Gets ready Ari, so right away gets rid of the Vayu. But unfortunately, this is Vayu Turbo, so he could return it. He could burial the Vayu if he really needs it. You almost would rather put them back in the deck sometimes when you're playing against Vayu Turbo, like when you wing blast them or something. Okay, so just one back row from Javi. And I already see he's got one Test Tiger in his hand, so he's probably holding that for later. Ooh, David with the return. I already see it in his hand. And burial. What did I say? He has burial and return, so he can burial the if he's desperate, he could burial the Vayu. Oh yeah, this is not looking good for Javi. He could yeah. Burial, you're seeing the power of burial here. And Javi with the crow. So we know David's hand is burial, return. So he could burial now. And because what do you do if you're David? It depends on what that other back row is. I think that's what David's debating. Do you burial and... But he can do it now as well. So yeah, he's going to do it now. The only thing is that if David had burialed earlier, he kind of gets blown out by Mirror Force. But then, like, if you do the arm wing play, Javi's not going to bottomless your Greffer. He's going to hold the bottomless, right? So you kind of see if the back row is... Yeah, the only thing is David might have been afraid of Mirror Force. But me, I would have been more afraid of, like... I would have played the odds and been like, okay, this deck plays Book of Moon, a bunch of other cards. So I would have been more afraid of everything else except the one of Mirror Force. So I probably, if I was in David's shoes, I would have just attacked him with the armed wing. But here comes Bestiari. So Javi's not gonna have Bestiari for the rest of the game, unless he sided in a burial, which I highly doubt. And Javi with the Grand Mole, which is pretty interesting. I've never seen any other GB players side that card. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I just never seen it. The others who have been on the channel. Yeah, Javi always Javi always does that, man. He'll Okay, so another bottomless from David. But yeah, Javi will tag out and forget to shuffle his deck. Okay, so David's got two cards. One of them we know is return. So did he set the return, or is it return in his hand? Here comes Laquari. Ooh, the third Vayu. So this is one of those. Yeah, I know these hands very well. David opened double Vayu. And Javi's going to ready Ari him, so... Okay, that back row might save Javi, because David has return, but it's not like it's a devastating return. So we have them both at 8,000. Smashing Ground. So now we know David is return and one other card. But I wonder if he has the return set or in his hand. Javi's up on cards, but his Bestiari is gone. So he's just going to poke him with Prisma. So we have him 63, 8,000. Rhoda. So Rhoda for Greffer or Armageddon. So he chooses Armageddon. Ooh, this is where Vayu is dangerous. Now he can do the double Sirocco pump. Yep. Let's see if Javi's got another crow, and he does. So all three Vayus are gone now. And now Provonsil has to... What will Provonsil do? He already normal summoned. I don't know. It depends on what his last card is. You can tell he's really highly debating on flipping that return. And he passes. So now attacks him for 3. So 6,000, 8,000. Oof. But now he's got. Yeah, I don't think it was worth to flip return there. It's not. Is it game? I don't think so. Now a second back row from David, and Javier dusts the bluffed heavy. So I'm pretty sure the last card might be return. Maybe David was planning a heavy chain return. So now I'm almost certain that the back row he set was return. Yeah, it's confirmed now. Moves Greffer, Brain Control, Dust Tornado. Let's see. Does Javi have a D prison to stop this? Stop this card trooper. Javi's debating. All right, takes 200. So I have him 6,078. All of a sudden, Javi's like kind of. He's only up 1 card. Oh, but what a draw. Did he draw the cat? Oh, my God. One time someone mentioned Javi and I were playing, I think in the finals, and he like chop decked the cat and just slammed it down. Now that I think about it, what's crazy, Javi's been in the finals 3 times, and the 3 times he's been in the finals has been twice against me and once against Los. That's pretty interesting. But both times I played him, I was playing the favored deck. I played him once with Black Wings and the other time with Diva Hero Beat. So I was favored. Versus Los, I think Javi was slightly favored. Okay, so he attacks. Card Trooper, David takes 12. 16, so we know that's returned. The good, and Bestiari's gone, so that return is going to be safe unless, but Javi could have like a Dust Tornado, a 7 Tools, a Solemn Judgment. So he tags out Sam Knight for a quest, grabs back Rediari, tags out Sam Knight for Laquari. He already normal summoned, so unless he plays Call, but there's no GBs. No, he could call like, yeah, Call would be insane right here. But I don't think Javi plays that card. I haven't seen him use it. I've seen the other GB players at my locals use it, but I haven't seen Javi. Who are the GB players at my locals? It's like Javi, Daniel, Julio, and Toby. They're the 4 guys who've played GBs more than once. Lowe's played it 1 time, but I won't count it. We also had a Tago but he was visiting, so I don't count him. All right. Now, let's see if Javi has the read on return. So he attacks the set. So we know David has return, and so Raikou effect. Target that one, which is a bottomless. He mills Dust, Allure, and Dark Arm. So Dark Arm is gone, and now 16. He activates return. Maybe I messed up life points? I'm surprised he's flipping return here. Oh, return and then chain torrential. That's why he did it. Oh, I see it. I see why he did this play. He's going to get triple Vayu and Sirocco in the grave. Does Javi have a 7 Tools or a Solemn? Yep. Smart play by David. Well, let me pay half. He pays half his life, so he's at 16 to 78. Yeah, Javi must have Solemn or 7 Tools. Or at least he's thinking about it. Never mind. Never mind. What if Javi like flips Iron Wall right here? Normal summon Mole, set another back row. So I'm curious what Javi's back row is. The one that's furthest from the deck. Because he thought about it for a while. But it could just be him thinking. Like I said, some of you guys have been watching previous videos may know. The 3 slowest players at my locals, Javi's one of them. Donnell's up there as well, and Rocky. They're the 3 slowest. Not even close. I'm just being honest, guys. Donnell and Javi, I've known Javi for like 2 decades. Donnell, I've known him for like more than a decade, so I know they're both really slow. And Rocky, just everyone else tells me he's slow. By slow, I mean they play slow. Okay, so here, David special summons Gale, attacks, Mirror Force! Deepers is not bad either. Book isn't bad either. Wow, what does he have? You got nothing? Wow. Okay, takes no damage. Now he hits it for 23. What if he magic cylinders? I remember one time Los was playing Donnell, and Los was like, he was going to win. But Donnell flipped magic cylinders on him to beat him. Some of you guys might remember that video. Okay, so he compulses one of the armed wings. I'm guessing it's 1655. So David has armed wing, Gale, and one face down. So if David can't stop the mole, Mole is going to bounce back the armed wing next turn. And we still don't know what Javi's other back row is. Yeah, because he flipped the one he set, not the one that he thought about when the torrential return play happened. Oh, it was Dust. Okay, he dusted the dead Dust shoot. Ready Ari. Why is he scooping? What's he going to do? It's not game, but... Unless I messed up life points. But anyways, Javi wins round 1. We'll see if David can maybe fight his way back into top cut. But losing round 1 makes it very difficult. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the duel. We'll be back soon for the rest of the tournament. Bye, guys.